You know the book, The Laws of Attraction? I've never given two wings about it because I was taught that if you think about it and you manifest it, the things will come to you. You attract the things to come to you. I've been thinking about Scarlett Johansson for so long. She never once called me. Well, not on my remote control, she won't. Bob Proctor, the author of You Were Born Rich, put up this video and I thought it was very interesting. So let's watch it together and I will give you my comments.
I'm going to use a flip chart because I want this to be in real time. And I want to explain something to you that not many people really understand. I want to talk about the law of attraction. Do you know that the law of attraction is always working? It's like the law of gravity. If I let this go, it's going to go down. It's never going to go back up. It's going to go down. That is the law of gravity. Anything heavier than Earth is attracted towards the center of the world. Well, the law of attraction is always working. Now, how does it work? Well, I use a diagram to explain the mind. Now let this circle represent your mind. And let this little circle here represent your body. Now I want you to think of this for a moment. Your body is a molecular structure. This is a massive energy and a very high speed of vibration. If you looked at your body through a microscope, you'd see that energy dancing right before your eyes. And here's something that'll keep you thinking for the next 20 years. When you move out of it, the body does not stop moving. If you go to a funeral parlor and pick up the remains and look at it, you will see it moving. And if it wasn't moving, how would it ever change to dust? You move into your body and you will move out. And it's how you use your mind that's going to dictate the vibration you're in. Now stay with me. You have an imaginary line right across here, and that separates the conscious mind from the subconscious mind.
We agree on that.
Now, the subconscious mind has been programmed. When you were a little baby, this is the way it was. So just like this, subconscious mind wide open, and everything that was going on around it went right in there. And all the energy that went in there when you were just a little baby formed something called a paradigm. Now, a paradigm is information. It's a multitude of habits. You are the product of your environment. But prior to that, you were the product of a genetic strain that goes back for generations. Now, I'm going to say that the paradigm is X-type energy. Now, you've got the ability here on a conscious level to think. And you can think anything you want to think. And as you think, you build ideas. There's a power that's flowing into your consciousness. It never stops.
So if you're still following, what it's trying to say is if you think positive thoughts and you have a paradigm, which is a mindset that is positive, you will vibrate positive energy, and likewise for the reverse. So let's continue.
It flows to and through you. You can actually photograph this power leaving you. It flows to and through you. Now, as it flows in, you will start thinking, and you'll probably think X-type thoughts. Therefore, you're going to be in an X-type vibration. And that will produce X-type results. Now, it's the results you want to change. And to change the results, you're going to have to change what you attract. You see, the thoughts that you think control the vibration that you're in. Vibration is nothing but an idea. It's a law of the universe. Everything vibrates. Nothing rests. We live in an ocean of motion. And it's the thoughts that you're thinking that you impress upon your subconscious mind that control the vibration the body's in, and that dictates how you act, but it also dictates what you attract. You attract energy that's in harmony with you. You attract people that are in harmony with you. You see, everything operates on frequency.
So this is the part where I will talk about, he doesn't say how or why you will attract people with the same resonance.
You see, everything operates on frequencies. There's an infinite number of frequencies. But you and I operate on a frequency, just like a radio station does. And the only music you can attract is the music that is tuned into the vibration you're in. Now, it's the paradigm that has been controlling the vibration. You can change your thinking, but that doesn't do anything. You've got to change the paradigm. And if you don't change the paradigm, nothing happens. Now, talking about paradigms is another subject. We'll do that at another time. But it's the thoughts that you think, that control the vibration you're in, and that dictates what you attract. So if you keep attracting what you don't want, understand this. It's the paradigm that's causing the problem. You can think a Y-type thought, which is totally different than the X-type conditioning. It isn't going to go anywhere. Because when you go to get emotionally involved, and this is the emotional mind, when you go to get emotionally involved with that Y-type thought, the paradigm will kick it out. You know why? It's so uncomfortable. That's stepping out of the box. That's doing things different. And we don't like to do things different because it causes a lot of discomfort. But understand this. The paradigm and the thinking control the vibration you're in. And the vibration you're in is going to dictate what you attract. People that are in a poverty consciousness will continue to attract lack and limitation. It has nothing to do with this, what's going on here. This is your educated mind, and you could gather all kinds of information. Have you ever wondered why some people have such an educated mind? They have degrees coming right off the end of their business card, but it doesn't show up in their results. Why? Paradigm. The law of attraction. You've got to change this. You've got to change the vibration you're in, and your whole world changes. Listen, in 1961, a man gave me this book, and he said, do exactly what I tell you. He was giving me Y-type ideas. It caused an enormous amount of discomfort, but I did exactly what he said. And you know something? My income went from $4,000 to $175,000 in a year, and then I took it over $1 million. It took me 9.5 years to figure out what happened. This is what I'm showing you. Watch this over and over and over again.
So here's my comments. And in case you didn't quite follow what Proctor is trying to say, he says this: our whole body is in constant vibration. We have no argument with that because we are all made up of molecules and the cells continue to vibrate. And even when you die, decomposition takes place, and because of the vibration, it's able to break down and it becomes dust. So we have no argument with that. In fact, I totally believe that there is vibrations, and I believe in positive vibrations and negative vibrations. Like the highest vibrations is enlightenment and love, and the lowest vibrations actually guilt and shame. So sometimes when you enter a room, you can feel that, hey, the whole room's so gloomy, and that's the vibration. I don't have an issue with that. The issue right now is he is prescribing that your vibration will attract other people with the same vibration. Okay, I don't know, he didn't explain why. And it goes back to what he says: when you think, you will create a paradigm, or you create a paradigm, or what you call in your subconscious mind a mindset. And that's the mindset you need to change. Even if you change your thinking and you didn't change your mindset, you're still vibrating in a negative way. He went on also to say that the people with who are very highly qualified sometimes end up with menial jobs or even become unsuccessful. He says because of the paradigm. Well, to a certain extent, I do agree. It is that mindset that they have, even if they're highly educated and say the world is bad and I'm discriminated. Of course, they will end up not being very successful. But I'm not sure how you can link this with the laws of attraction, because it is the mindset that manifests up on your behaviors, in your body language, in your character, that repels or attract people. So I am still a bit confused how he can link just having the right mindset can bring in the right people. I know there are other fields called synchronicity and all this, and that I don't think he mentioned about that, so I'm not sure if that is what he wants to link with. But at the moment, my stand, and those of you who are new to the channel, I do a lot of face profiling. And the face profiling school of thought is from epigenetics, and epigenetics is the expression of genes. So what you think will instruct your genes how to behave, and how your ears and your nose and all are formed. So I don't have an issue with that. It's quite scientific. And then we can stretch it a bit further. Some of my previous videos, we talk about ESP and such, and I believe that thoughts do have waves. The vibration do have waves, just like I said, light have waves and your eye is the receiver. Sound have waves and your ears are the receiver. Now thought has waves, and most of us believe that the receiver is the pineal gland. Okay, so at least we got some hypothesis on this. But right now, for Bob Proctor, I'm still baffled on how you link your paradigm with attraction. So if you think, it will come. Okay, it will come to you. So I watched this video several times, and I cannot come to a conclusion that I still believe in laws of attraction. But being a Christian, I feel that the higher power gives us what we call divine intervention. Okay, so for all you Christians that might have been worried, hey, if it's so easy like the laws of attraction, then actually we don't need God. So unless some of you are very pro laws of attraction, can you just leave down in the comments and explain to me? Don't shout at me. I'm here also to learn, but I like to put this up, my theory that I'm not convinced that this law of attraction attracts it this way. The other parts I believe about the paradigm, and the paradigm that you need to shift, and also there are vibrations, and your vibrations, your negative vibrations can be sensed by an animal like a dog, or your fear can be sensed. I agree, even plants maybe can sense whether you like them or don't like them. That I don't have a problem. But to attract some people many miles away, quantum physics has that two atoms can vibrate at very huge distance, and they can connect like twins and things like that. So talk to me, give me a comment. I'm happy to follow up with another video or respond to your comment. So thank you so much. And the reason why I've been slow on my video these days, COVID has sort of ended here in Singapore. The economy is opening up. I have lots of paid speaking engagements, concentrating on that, doing many runs of jobs, and so I found this opportunity right now because I only want to put up videos that's worth watching, and I hope this was worth watching. Thank you, and I'll see you again.